All right, guys, next break, we've got our first. We got two of these boxes we're going to be doing. The Gold Rush Lumber Edition Sensational Signatures Autographed Baseball Bat. So you got one baseball bat per break. Some of the biggest names that you can find. You start to see Barry Bonds stuff back again. So he's in this. Ken Griffey Jr. You got Hank Aaron. Willie Mays is in it. You got current guys like Mookie Betts and others. Mike Trout. So some big names in this one. So every spot in the break is going to give you 3 random teams. So 10 spots altogether. Donnie, you've got 1 spot in this. Mike M with 1. Stephen K with 1. Rick, you've got 2 spots. Scott J with 1. Chris W with 1. Brian K's got 1. And David B with 1 spot as well. All right. So a bunch of you with a chance to win this bat. So let's go ahead and randomize our teams. We'll mix this up 5 times. So the way that we're going to do the name, it's going to be based on the player or the team that the player played for the longest. So not necessarily current team, it's what team they've played for the longest. So like Ohtani would go to, if he was in this, would go to the Angels, not the Dodgers. So the exception would be if there's a specific year or team inscribed on somewhere on the bat, then it would go to that particular team or the team that the player played for that year. And then if it's a Hall of Famer, it's what team the player went into the Hall of Fame with. So there's a couple exceptions to it, but typically it's just the team the player played for the longest. All right. Randomize this 5 times. Let's match them up. I've got 1 more of these, as I mentioned, so we'll load that on the website later on tonight. All right, so here are your teams. Brian, you've got the Mariners, the Brewers, and the Rangers. Chris with the Orioles, Reds, and Giants. David, you've got the Pirates, the Diamondbacks, and the Tigers. Donnie, you've got the Padres, the Marlins, the Phillies, the Guardians, the Twins, and the Angels. Mike, you've got the Rays, A's, and Red Sox. Rick with the Yankees, the Braves, the Nationals, the Dodgers, the Rockies, and the Cubs. Scott with the Astros, White Sox, and the Mets. And then Steven, you've got the Royals, Cardinals, and the Blue Jays. All right, guys, there are your listed teams. All right, let's see if we can't hit something nasty out of here. Gosh, I keep forgetting my box cutter. All right, so let me show you the tape. They do it a little bit differently. They've got a piece of tape that they put over the end. It's got Gold Rush on it, and then there is a seal as well underneath. So it's all together on that one. And then it's on this one too. So tape, and then here's the seal right here. This piece is starting to peel off. All right. Let's see. All right, there's the tag. Well, let's wait. Let's see if we can figure it out. That looks like Vlad Guerrero. Senior, I think, not junior. They've got similar autos. I'm pretty sure that's who that is. So it is, where's the C of A? Beckett authenticated. And it is Vlad Guerrero Sr. So not a Hall of Famer, It's going to be based on the team the player played for the longest. Let's look at Baseball Reference. Probably going to be Montreal. It is 8 years in LA with the Angels, 1 with Texas and Baltimore, 8 with Montreal, which is the Nationals. So the Nationals going out to Rick. All right, Rick, there you go, man. So Vlad Sr. on the bat. We'll get that in the mail to you tomorrow. And we'll get our second one of this loaded up on the website. And hopefully we can close that and break it next week.